My name is Michael Quigley. I'm the head instructor at Novo Geracao Davis. I'd like to thank Professor Kelly for inviting me to help him with this project. The question is, what's one of the things that I tell my students or help my students with? So at our program, in our gym, we really focus on the fundamentals of jiu-jitsu. We want to build a good solid base. So I have an analogy that I use a lot, very frequently in my academy. And if you've ever been to Sacramento or Davis, you have to cross the causeway going between the two. And you'll notice
What is the causeway?
The causeway is an overpass, a bypass over a wetlands between Sacramento County into Yolo County to Davis. And it's 3 roads. It's a 3-lane highway on each side. So no matter what, there's going to be traffic. When you come onto the causeway, there's no exits. It's just a bridge. It goes all the way across. There's no exits for 4 miles. And for some reason, there's always traffic. When you come off the bridge, there's traffic.
Guaranteed.
And there's no reason for there to be traffic. If you're leaving from Davis to Sacramento, when you get to the end of the causeway, it opens up into 6 lanes. Like, it should just be flowing freely, but there's always traffic. So the analogy I use is jiu-jitsu is very similar to the causeway. When you hop on to the causeway, if you just go, you should just be going forward. There's no reason to stop. There's no reason to look to your left, look to your right, or worry about a car merging on. Just go. Jiu-jitsu is just go. And once you start worrying about what other people are doing around you, then it's going to start slowing you down. And once you start slowing down, then you slow down everyone else. So that's one analogy I use. And once the students start to understand that when you're doing your drills, when you're doing your rolling, just keep going, just keep going. If you make a mistake, no problem, just keep going, just keep moving forward. Another analogy that just popped into my head was, I think golf is a good metaphor for BJJ. In a lot of jiu-jitsu, we like to start from imagining like the hardest things, like, oh, I saw this guy do this amazing move in a tournament, or I want to learn how to do this. It's like, okay, you're going to learn, but you have to understand where every match ends. Every match ends with a submission where time runs out, but our goal is to submit. So submission is the end. So I consider the submission like putting. If you play golf, you spend every hole, at the end, you have to put the ball into the hole. And if you're really good at that, then you can expand your game. Sometimes we have amazing things happen, like you chip the ball and it falls in. So you got lucky, but it's usually not something you can practice over and over again. It's just something that happened, right? You can be pretty good at it, but you have to be able to finish. And I consider the stand-up game the tee box. If you can stand up and you can hit a hole-in-one, you're the guy who can do the flying armbar. You're the guy who can do the flying triangle. You guys can do the ippon to the finish, to the armbar, the Travis Stevens of the world, right? But most of us, we have to be very technical. We have to play the game smart. We do a safe takedown or a safe guard pull, and then we improve. Now we're playing in our game. Either we're playing our guard, or we're playing inside control, and then we're going to do another little safe hit to a new position. Then we're going to do a safe hit to a new position. And finally, we're at our short putt, the submission we know the best, and we can go right to our glove and we can tap it in and finish the match. Hopefully, it went our way. But you have to accept the only way to improve is to make the mistakes and to learn what not to do. So to use the wrong club, or to use the wrong submission, to use the wrong technique. Don't be afraid to do that in the gym, which is your lab. So there's a lot of guys out there making analogies about what the gym is, and we're using metaphors and trying to describe things. But think about what it is you want to accomplish and what do you want to get better at. If it's moving forward and driving on the causeway, okay. Or is it getting better at that one little detail that's going to change your game? Because it's not going to be a new move that changes your game. It's going to be an improvement on something you're already good at. It's going to help you move to that next level. And that's the philosophy that I like to start with in Novo Geracao. So thank you, Professor Kelly, and anyone who feels like they'd like to come visit or train with us, we'd be more than welcome to have anyone.
Yeah, how can they find out about your school?
Hopefully good stuff on the internet. NovoGeracaoDavis.com is our website. Feel free to email, text. Like, our website's pretty good. Our lineage is Maro Iris through Francisco Toco Albuquerque, who's a Carlson Gracie black belt. So we're part of the Novo Geracao family. So we are a very open academy. Everyone's welcome from every team to come drop in anytime. We'd love to have it. Yes, all the time. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right.